Hey there everyone. So I guess it was just time for me to start making some videos because people are asking for them. With a lot of the things that I have, or a lot of places that I have worked and the people that I encounter all of the time, we all pretty much have exactly the same issues. No matter where we go, what we're doing, what's going on in life, it's always the same thing. One of the great topics that we had today at my new job is how do we make our relationships work? And a lot of the times it's just about no expectations. How can you be in a relationship and not expect anything? This life really is about us. We were put on this earth for us. The only thing that we can control is ourselves, our thoughts, our feelings, our doings, nobody else. And in relationships, we tend to think that this person is there to fulfill this part of us that we are missing, but that actually takes the work. How do you fulfill yourself? How do you keep yourself company? How do you take care of those things that you need to do without expecting somebody else to do it for you? It's super simple. Let go of your expectations of who you think this person should be with, or who you think this person should be and what you want them to be, or what they should be doing for you to make yourself happy or to make the situation happy. I really have to say that I've been through a lot of relationships. I've pretty much done everything with every type of person. I've made all of the mistakes, and now at 38 years old, I feel like I pretty much have it right. As right as it can be, at least. You know, I have learned that I am the priority of my life. I have my goals. How do I set these goals for myself? What is it that I do? And really it is about just what is in here and executing it. Okay, so I have this thought right here in my mind. What does my heart say about it? What do I do to fulfill this thing that I have that's in my mind, that's sitting in here? And then it actually takes the courage to take the action, to get it done, to do something about it, rather than sitting around and thinking about it. And, oh, let me just process it a little bit longer. Let me just wait. Let me just see. Oh, I have to wait for the right moment. This needs to happen, but that's not true. We think that those are the things that need to happen in order for us to do it, but really, it's just about us taking that step, making that move, getting it done. Step by step, everything is a process. You take that one little step, your left foot and your right foot, to move forward, to walk. You don't know where you're going sometimes, but yet you're just still walking, and that's the courage, the patience, the understanding that you don't get exactly to where you want to be at that very moment. It all takes time. And in relationships, it also takes time. You don't have that perfect relationship at the very beginning. I don't know what a perfect relationship is to some people, but to me, I actually feel like it is that extreme happiness inside of yourself and that calm, that feeling that you don't have to, or they don't have to do exactly what you expect them to do. They're not going to. Nobody is going to. Nobody can read your mind. Nobody can fulfill everything that you are expecting. Only you can. And the only way that your partner can even know what it is that you want is for you to express it. It takes some work and some time to actually be able to express to people what it is that you want. Family, friends, jobs, all of those types. There's people in this world, and it's just verbalizing what it is that you want, but also doing the thing that you want. You can't expect for other people to do it and then get disappointed and be upset because they're not doing what it is that you think that they should be doing. Nobody knows what you want except for yourself. So, you know, I work with a lot of females now. It's been a long time, and I actually can say, yep, I've been through that. I know exactly what it is that you're thinking. I know exactly what you're feeling because I've been there. And we can make it so much more simple for ourselves when we do take the time to hear ourselves out. when we take the time to realize that we are the most important thing, that we fulfill what it is that we need. No one else does. And then, that disappointment comes up, the anger, resentment, and things like that. And that's nobody's fault really, except for our own, to not be able to express what it is that we want in our lives. It's a simple thing. Just say it. Just verbalize. Just do it. But we do make it a lot more hard. We make it more difficult for ourselves, contemplating it, thinking about it. And then at night we can't sleep because we're not doing these things that our hearts are telling us to do, or our spirit is telling us to do. So, I challenge you to do something different. Do something different from what you've done before that actually helps you move forward and grow. How do we expect for our lives to move forward if we're not even doing anything to help move it forward? And we keep sitting there and complaining about it and talking about it with our friends and wanting them to acknowledge it. And there's no point in that. I let my life go for so long, and I know, at the age that I'm at, I'm pretty fortunate to have learned these things. I have had a lot of great teachers in my life, and there are others that are a little bit in the older ages that can't see exactly what it is they want in their life still. It may look pretty on the outside. Home, family, job, cars, and all of that types of stuff. But how are they really feeling on the inside? What is it that they are really going through? Or not even going through. I can honestly say now that there are some difficult parts in my life at times. It's not always, but it does have to do with my mentality. How do I think about it? How long do I let myself feel in that thought? Or how long do I allow myself to keep feeling that way when it's not doing me any good? How can I reframe my mind to actually make it something that is purposeful for myself? How do I move forward from what it is that I'm feeling? The patterns, the things that we go through all of the time. Oh, it's going to be this way because that's how it's always been. And this person is going to do that because this is what they've done, or this is what this other person has done. Believe me, I've been there. And it's not always the same. As long as you are continuously growing and changing and doing things differently, people on the outside will start to do those things around you too. Make a change if you want that change. If not, go ahead and stay where you're at. That's totally fine. We all have our own timing. But for somebody who is really looking to improve their life, do something different, I honestly challenge you to do something that's uncomfortable, even if it's the smallest little thing. Calling that random person when you wait for them to call all the time, or actually answering a call when you're like, oh, maybe I should answer this call. Answer the call. It's so simple, but we make it so difficult. The little challenging things, I normally don't talk to blah 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 about this, so how about I just actually try doing it? And it's really easy. And it is our energy. How do we hold on to that energy? Do we, or how do we let go of that energy? Or do we hold on to it, letting it just move and stay within us, taking no action to let it go? So that is my challenge. This is actually something, people are always asking me, Van, when are you going to do this? Or when are you going to do this? And I'm like, oh, I'm waiting for it. I got to get to that point. I have to feel comfortable enough. And I'm wasting my minutes, wasting my life. It's precious time. And we do tend to take advantage of it because we think that it is, unlimited. Because it seems like it is every day, every minute, every moment, seems to not make a difference or an impact, but it really does. Just, so that is my challenge for myself, challenge for you, do something different. Do something you've been thinking about inside of here so that you can move that energy through, so you can move forward in whichever way that you're supposed to move forward. Move forward into that greatness that you know that you are. So that is it for now. And, me too. I have a lot of thoughts in my mind. How do I get them out? What is the best way to convey them? And I hope that this helps you in some type of way. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and maybe we can talk about it. Have some discussions. How do we move forward for the better? How do we get our life to where it is that we want it to be? Okie dokie. Bye-bye for now.